breaking inputs coming in on the broadcast. Let's talk about the 100 targets that were hit by Israel in just 10 minutes. This is about how Israel launched strikes across Lebanon. There are, of course, growing speculations on the backstory behind IDF's plan. There are details also emerging on high-precision intelligence-led strikes. The question is, were Zoom calls used to track Hezbollah targets? So high-precision intelligence-led strikes were carried out, but were Zoom calls used to track the Hezbollah targets? That's a big question. This is how the intense strikes took place in Lebanon. 100 targets were hit in just 10 minutes. Almost 250 people lost their life in the most intense attack from the Israeli side on Lebanon ever since the entire war began. Digital surveillance claim is growing now. There's a buzz around this digital surveillance to find out where the Hezbollah heads, Hezbollah leaders were present, to track their location. Let's go across to Meghna. She's getting us more details on that. Yes, Meghna.
Well, I'm going to start, Swati, by saying that these are the speculations which are doing the rounds, and all of them are being posted by the pro-Hezbollah handles. We are going to tell you what this specific handle called the Mossad commentary, and I'm going to make it very clear it has nothing to do with the Mossad, or the official Mossad, which is the intel agency of Israel. This has nothing to do with it. It is something which is posting out things about Israel strikes, and this one says that Israel tracked Hezbollah via a Zoom call before the massive strike had happened. That essentially pro-Hezbollah forums are saying that during a Zoom meeting, the Hezbollah was having a Zoom meeting during which the Israeli side managed to hack in, geolocate dozens of the Hezbollah officials, but there is no confirmation from the IDF or any other sources, and that the claim remains unverified. What is confirmed is the scale and precision of the strike itself. Around 100 targets across Beirut's southern suburbs, the Bekaa Valley and the southern Lebanon areas. These were the hits which were roughly hit within 10 minutes. So essentially what has happened was that there was a Zoom meeting which had dozens of Hezbollah's top bosses who were in attendance. Now, these handles are claiming that Israel managed to hack into these Zoom calls, then simultaneously geolocate all the IP addresses of all the people who were connected on the Zoom call, and then simultaneously struck them. 100 targets in 10 minutes.
All right, Meghna, thank you very much for getting us the details. Let me take that across to Mayank. Once again, these are theories doing the rounds. There's a lot of speculation on how IP leaks happen through Zoom calls.
See, in traditional military format or in war of attrition, the waves or signals, they become a vehicle for the warring faction or the enemy side to use, and it is used as a pathway to travel to the enemy. And if this is what it is highly possible. So what is being said, in a way it can be said yes, but then let us wait for the official things. One thing we need to highlight, and Times Now has been covering this aspect right from the beginning as the war started on 28th Feb, is that there had been no ambiguity. I mean to repeat it, there had been no ambiguity as far as the operations from Israel's side on Hezbollah was concerned. They were always clear. And every day they were continuing with either hammering a structure or a base which was being used to launch rockets from that side, because missiles were not coming from that side. Rockets were being fired from the Hezbollah side. So they were mapping, and they were mapping in such a way that they were finding out targets, buildings, structures, or anything which was being used for offensive or defensive purposes, which can be planning, which can be command and control, which can be gathering of the leadership and all. So it was happening, and same has happened and continued till yesterday and till today, wherein we hear that almost 150 people have lost their life. But remember, Iran has chosen Lebanon over the toll rights in Strait of Hormuz. So what you see is actually things are not going to be easy in future also, and in the coming time it needs to be seen.
It has chosen Lebanon over the toll rights too. It's now saying that for the talks to take place, enrichment rights are extremely important. It's necessary for the talks to happen. Mayank and Srinjoy, thank you for getting us the details. We'll connect with you again for updates. Quick break.